কাছে আমার অনুরোধ পুলিশ প্রশাসন থেকে শুরু করে আমাদের কাউন্সিলের নেতৃবৃন্দের কাছে আমার অনুরোধ থাকলো যে এই ব্যাপারটা সত্তর খতিয়ে দেখা হোক।
Police force has changed. In fact, recently I gave a BBC documentary interview in which I said that the police force has definitely changed. But unfortunately, incidents like the one that we have witnessed here in Blair Street reminds us that the dark days are not over yet. Police brutality is not a thing of the past, and we get reminders every now and then when Black, Asian and Muslim people come under attack from the law enforcing authorities. It is sad that Cresta Dig at the House of Commons the other day sat on the fence on this issue. It is important that we as a community demand that those who are responsible for enforcing law do not abuse their power. And that is why we demand from the community that appropriate action must be taken immediately. We want an end to police brutality now.
My name is Jack Gilbert. I chair the community safety panel for this area. I'm a volunteer and a local resident. The community panel, police community safety panel, is open to every local resident to help shape the local policing. When I saw what had happened, I'm also an independent advisor with the police as well. When I saw what had happened, I was very concerned. So I wrote immediately requesting the matter be referred for a full review. And I'm just going to read what I wrote because it asks many of the questions you've been asking, and we will get answers. I'm writing as the Lands Reform Panel Chair, having discussed this matter with both local residents, the Council and the Safer Neighbour Board. I have viewed the video of the incident, read the partnership message and spoken to people close to the family. There remain a number of unanswered questions and whatever the answers, deep community disquiet. Who were these officers? They don't appear to be a Safer Neighbourhood team. Why did these officers get so involved in a parking misdemeanour? Was he targeted for another reason? Was their activity related to the Section 60 order? Was it the case that the driver had a blue badge and one of their children had a long-term condition requiring oxygen? Did the officers consider any of this in taking the action they did? Did the officers consider whether the driver had a long-term condition or disability? Did they ask? Whilst I don't know the answer, it's potentially possible the person concerned may themselves be disabled. From my own professional experience, his response pattern would be consistent with several mental health, neurodiverse or neurological conditions. Was this the only way to manage the situation? Was the deepening violence of the interaction a proportionate response? Or should the officers have stepped back to consider their actions? This is an issue of conduct in relation to disability, race and in the presence of vulnerable individuals. I'm writing to formally request you make a referral of this incident to the IOPC, which is the Independent Office for Police Conduct, for review. And goes on like that. And so after that, the matter was referred to the IOPC to answer all these questions at the end of the review. In addition, I expect that they will have what's called a gold group, which is the learning independent advisors from all the communities will be represented. It's really important to ensure that this area, Aberfeldy, gets the police service it needs. Because there's a lot of crime here. We all know there's a lot of crime. And many people have told me of stories where they reported things that nothing has happened. No one has done anything. I want to change that too. So I want to work with your community leaders, with my colleagues and friends who live here, and start to build a relationship with the team dedicated to this area, the Safer Neighbourhood team, so that you can make sure you get the service you need as we look into detail at what happened. Everyone deserves to be respected. No one deserves brutality, and everyone needs to feel safe in their local communities.
People are saying,
excuse me, can I just be clear? We are the PAM community.
Yeah, so we don't have to all be Labour.
Brother, please, let me just explain.
No, you're making this political. The decision makers are there.
Can I just explain?
I will ask you.
Photo opportunities in anything. People suffered.
Can I call upon our community leader, Janab Anwaruzzaman Chaudhry, for 2 minutes only? Mr. Anwaruzzaman Chaudhry.
Main councillor lagi gila, I don't know where that is like that.
I will call you guys after 10-15 minutes because our community leader will be write so many questions to you because Mayor and Umesh Desai are the official here. So we need to know from them of the. So first of all, we want to
But the decision makers are John Biggs in it.
So please be patient, and I will call you later. Now, please call upon local resident, Mr. Iqbal Hussain, then I call Mr. Rafiqullah and Sundar Mia, then I call you.
No, but it's not me. These people are monopolizing it.
Hello everyone. As a local resident, I can. We have been facing a lot of issues that residents are going through, like antisocial, high level of antisocial behavior is going on for a long time, and police has been doing nothing. Council has been made aware, hundreds of complaints have been made, and it's going on years and years. Nappers going around and drug on the street going drug, people taking drugs, evidence, and people, hundreds of people. I can see here today. Umesh Desai, John Biggs, also I can see stand up to racism of Tower Hamlet, stand up to racism from New Hub, I can see BME. Now some people just 2 minutes ago misunderstood and said why this year, what that year. Brother and sister, in a protest, everyone who believes in protest, they have right to come and stand in line with you to protest the issue. Therefore, we should not create another issue amongst us. We want everybody to support. If person don't like someone, that's your individual.
To speak, I'm the convener of the local town hamlets Stand Up to Racism. And as soon as I saw that, I mean, we're all here because of that appalling arrest which took place on Tuesday. Because whatever your views about what was going on, the bottom line has to be that the police do not set about arresting somebody and come very close. The guy could have died, and that is what we have to understand. Close.
Go.
Say a few words. Now I will pass to Tahira to say something. She is actually helping this victim a lot. I don't know her, but I saw on social media. She is doing a lot for this victim. So thank you, Tahira, for your help.
You supported the victims a lot in many ways, and she knows the victim.
Thank you very much for coming together. Like we never come today to fight for not just him, but for everybody who has been a victim of police brutality. This can't go on, and we must do everything in our power to stop this. With all those organizations that are helping us, and every single person in this area, in Tower Hamlets, who are supporting us in this. Please to support us and help this cause. And I'd like to especially thank Sheila here from Stand Up to Racism, Jack Gilbert, who's for Safer Neighbourhood, and we have a barrister here.
Brian. Can I pass this over to Brian now, please?
Okay, I shall try to be brief, sisters and brothers, and thank you very much for inviting me to share some words. I just want to say this. Some of you will remember and recall that it is 20 years now since the publication of the Stephen Lawrence inquiry report that was commissioned to look at the circumstances of the investigation of the fatal murder of black teenager Stephen Lawrence, the bungled police investigation. And when that report was published, the then Home Secretary Jack Straw promised it would mark a watershed in society's attitudes toward the regulations. That it had to be the starting point for stamping out institutional racism in our society. Earlier this year, Cressida Dick, the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, claimed that the Metropolitan Police has been, and I quote her words, utterly transformed. An astonishing suggestion that Britain has been utterly transformed when you consider you are as likely to be stopped and searched today if you are black, as disproportionately likely to be stopped and searched, as likely today as you were in 1999. Over 100 times more likely to be stopped and searched under certain police powers.
People are reminding about the Stephen Lawrence case, which Stephen Lawrence case was a sensitive case.
Taken to court and imprisoned. Despite the fact that you are no more likely to have committed offences, and you're more likely to go to prison and for longer. It is little wonder in those circumstances that there is a lack of
the bad rotten apples to be taken out of the basket. What happened here in Abu Salbi is disgraceful, and those 4 officers, they need to be suspended immediately.
Brothers, before I go to Ohidwa and Mayo, I want to say something. Today, we demonstration here is very hard for us. From yesterday to today, I could not get permission from police to demonstration here. Police told me, Mayor will deal in this case. Why we want to demonstration? That's witness. I have here Jack Gilbert and Sheila. I all evidence passed to the Sheila and Jack Gilbert. Why, Mr. Mayor, you for everything? Police told you are doing everything, so not necessary to do demonstration here. So my question, you don't go, Mr. Mayor. When we finish this one, you must give an answer here. Is Jack Gilbert behind you? Why don't you speak up? Speak up, yeah. Don't have a chance.
Hello, brothers and sisters. It's lovely to see so many people here. Different colors, different backgrounds. This is what this country needs. This is what our hamlets need. We need to be together. This unfortunate incident with Yunus, it's not an isolated incident. It happened in Shadwell as well, but no demonstration was held. This is basically the last straw. We are saying to our government and anyone else in power, police are there to protect us. We should not fear the police. We are tired of police brutality, aggression, and now it's become tyranny. Because tyranny is when things keep progressing. Now, I want to know, those in power, what is it that you would do to allay our fears? Because we no longer trust the police. I went past a police van just yesterday. I thought, you know what, I must behave myself. Keep my hands in my pockets in case.
First of all, I wanted to express my deepest gratitude that you have attended to this important protest. As Ruhul Amin already said, that we relate to this issue, we have called another protest meeting in Care House Darul for 14th July at 6 p.m. Please do attend. I've been to a meeting which is Mayor Questionnaire. I openly asked our Mayor John Biggs that due to this incident, if there are public sentiment, where would you stand, beside police or residents? He clearly answered that he will stand beside residents because he has been elected by the residents. I would like to thank him by answering this question. I believe that he will do his level best to bring these culprits to justice. Thank you very much.
Mr. Sundarbai, you said mayor with the resident. If you look his tweet, he does not see clear video. This is not evidence. If you look his tweet, everyone he's tweeted, he does not clear anything.
Everyone's repeating the same thing.
Thank you very much, everybody. I'm a local president. My house and the incident where it took place only 50 years or so. Well, there are 3 children in the car. I'm a teacher. This family has gone. The children, the men and the women, the lady who tried to stop the police. Have you seen the level of the brutality of the police? Have you ever seen? I don't believe it. I believe it in London or UK, in a civilized society where the law enforcement police people, they could do that, this brutality. And Mr. John Biggs, and still she is in power with the Barack commander.
We witnessed it. Witnessed it. Are you stupid or something? You did that to me yesterday. You said please do come forward. Our younger brother said that was brilliant.
We are against the police brutality.
Just a quick message, right? Most of the people that have attended this wasn't there to witness what happened. I was there. I was probably the 6th person to turn up. After all the other residents came out. Okay, I went close. The police manhandled me. Okay, none of this was filmed. None of this was filmed. I told the police officer, you put your hands on me again, I will floor you. Okay, because it's wrong. If we're not allowed to touch police officers, why are they allowed to touch us? Mr. John Biggs, okay, we heard about what you've done. You rejected this. Okay, you rejected this. You didn't want this to happen. We're the people who voted you in. Yes. This is absolutely ridiculous what's going on. Like I said, most people that are here did not witness what had happened. Okay, we witnessed it. We tried to stop the police officers. The police officer, one of the guys, one of the residents, local residents, he had nothing to do with it. He was walking past, nice black guy, everyone absolutely loves him, yeah? He grabbed the police officer and said, get off of him. You're killing him. You're killing him. He wasn't listening. The other police officer grabbed him. This is ridiculous. We can't live in a place like this. My children witnessed what had happened. Because like I said, I'm the first house, and from my front garden you can see everything that happened. But none of this, all this is bullshit. Riot police turned up. What the hell for? Yes. What the hell did riot police turn up for? There wasn't a riot. Because the police officers knew they'd done something wrong. Okay, I don't want to take up anyone's time. I would like everyone else to stop talking. Let Mr. Biggs come up, do his little speech. Listen, everyone. Next time you vote, remember what the hell you're voting for. Just remember. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. Biggs, please come here to say what you want, because you have so many questions to answer. Come in. No, why not? You must come.
Assalamu alaikum. It's great to be here today, and I have a suggestion's been made that I tried to stop this meeting happening. There is no truth whatsoever in that. I'm always pleased. Can you stop talking behind me? Mr. Callis and I go back a long way. He is formerly a very good friend of mine. We work together on I have come here today to stand alongside my community on the Aberfeldy estate following the incident that happened last Tuesday. The incident that happened has sent a big shockwave, not just through the family, not just through the estate, but through, I think, the whole country. Questions have been asked in Parliament about the conduct of our police and about what has happened. This morning I was on the telephone to the Independent Office of Police Complaints, and they are carrying out a full independent investigation into this incident. And they want people who are witnesses to what's happened to come forward, like the young man who's just spoken, and to bring all the information they can, all of their witness statements, to help us to have a proper and full investigation of what's happened. I'm the Mayor of Tower Hamlets, and I care about everyone in this borough, and I want this to be a borough. I don't care whether you vote me or not, you can vote for whoever you like, it's a democracy. But I want everyone in this borough to feel safe, to feel that they're treated equally regardless of who they are, whether they're male, whether they're female, whether they're black, whether they're white, whether they're Bengali, whether they're Chinese. We all have a right to be treated fairly in our community. We also need to have a police service that we have confidence in our community. And we spent many years, many of us, over many years, building confidence between ourselves and our local police community and our local representatives and our excellent councillors. Councillor, whatever party they're from, people serve the community and they act as a voice for local people. We need to rebuild that confidence. I want there to be a full independent investigation into this, and there will be. I was with the Deputy Mayor for Community Safety this morning, Asma Begum, and she is not here now, you're right, but we have organised a meeting under the Tension Monitoring Group for Tuesday evening on the estate, and you're welcome to come to that. And we will hopefully have someone from the Independent Office of Police Complaints there. We'll hopefully have someone from the police service there as well. We need to be respectful towards each other, but we need to get to the bottom of this. And I'm absolutely aware for my politics, I'm not here to trade votes or anything, I'm here for my politics, that in the UK, although things have changed down the years, it's still the case that if you are from a visible minority ethnic community, you can still expect in your life to be treated differently and less fairly than other people. It's not just about race, it's about gender as well. It's about people being treated with respect towards each other. And the politics I support are politics in which we respect and support each other, and we have a safe community, look after our children, get the drug dealers off our estates, all of those things that are important because we want a safe community where we work with each other. I stand here as your brother, I believe, and we work together as a community, because to work otherwise will be the journey of despair. There are many police in this borough in whom I have confidence, and I want us to get to the bottom of this, and I hope the borough commander will come to that meeting as well and explain why what happened and what's going to happen next. And I'm absolutely determined as your mayor that we get to the bottom of this, and that everyone is in a position where we can challenge authority in the right circumstances, and we will be treated fairly regardless of who we are. Thank you.
Was it not right for us to
Why did you reject this?
Okay, I've been asked why I rejected this. I had no knowledge of this event until yesterday. No one asked me about it. I have no power to authorise this meeting. Mr. Khalisuddin Ahmed said that I rejected this event, but I don't know where he gets that from. I have had no involvement in organising or not organising.
Have you watched all the videos?
I've watched the 3 videos that I've been sent. And I'm happy to watch any other videos as well. And what's interesting when you watch the videos is that they give slightly different perspectives from different directions. And what we need, when I spoke to the guy from the Police Complaints Authority, we need to get the whole picture of what happened, including the police body cameras as well. And we need to do no favours for anybody. We need to get on top of this and what happened, and everyone must be safe in our borough.
Mr. Bates, one more, Khalis bhai.
Mr. Bates, John, thank you for organizing this event. Obviously, I live in this estate, literally only a few doors away where this incident happened. I came yesterday and I had a good walk around in this estate, and I had quite good few people. People are angry. People are angry for 2 reasons. One, John Bates, if you listen properly, you are not investing properly on policing, community safety, and you are closing your centers, and this has caused enormous problem in our society, and you need to invest on policing. Second thing is, obviously, the police service in Tower Hamlets is getting worse every day. And I communicated with police officer Barakamanda yesterday and day before yesterday. It's only not one incident happens. Another incident happens. Guy was talking to few people. His car exhaust was stolen, and he was talking to other people. And he was indicating police patrolling, and they found it offensive. They found a guy who was showing their finger to them. It was offensive, but they cannot find the culprit just next to the park. Every evening 10 o'clock, you find drug dealers dealing drugs every single evening, but they cannot catch them. So we are angry as a community. We need to make sure that we work with police. We'll call another meeting in this state, and we need to be calm. We need to be obviously united, and we need to face anything come forward. So thank you again for organizing this event. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm not attacking anybody. I think the main thing for us is, you know, we're looking at Boris Johnson and all the far-right rhetoric nationally. Locally, our local press alienate and divide us. Black and ethnic minority, young people who happen to be falling into the criminal justice system is promoted. There's policies that divide us, and we're here today not united because ultimately certain people have decided to make it political. We all stand here united regardless of political background, and we're all here because we can identify with each other's colour, skin and culture. Asma Begum, our community safety lead member, takes a 40k salary. She's not even posted out a statement. She's not even here. Those that we need to account are those elected to represent us. They are not fighting for this. Sue Williams needs to be brought to task, and that person who has been a victim of this police brutality, the charges need to be dropped. He cannot be put on indefinite bail, waiting for us to disappear, and then they will put charges on him. This needs to stop. John Biggs, our mayor, he's here because of photo opportunity. If he really cared about our community, why is he not investing in people and building relationships between the police and young people and people of all faiths? We have become a target because of politics in this borough.
Respected elders, community leaders, Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. I'm here on behalf of the Labour BAP Forum. I'm the secretary. I wish to make an announcement. We are actually holding our own protest meeting, and I want to invite all of you on Sunday 6 p.m. at Care House. The reason I'm here and my team are here is because we support this protest today. It's not because we are actually against it. We are actually as saddened as you are. So when I saw the video, I was lost for words. I was saddened. Basically, we need firm action by the police. We need immediate suspension of the officers with full investigation. And we cannot let this happen. I am concerned that we are seeing a trend up and down the country. It is only BME people who are being targeted. I can't remember the last time we saw.
Look, we need to ask John Biggs, he's the leader. John Biggs, why he's not doing this? Why he's not doing this?
You made a crowd and you're asking him here why he's not doing it. Why the fuck isn't everyone around him asking him why isn't he doing it? You're not fucking stupid.
I know, I asked him, you don't have a script.
Protest is full of shit.
Ototi member amdar Bangalin ato akuna policy nai. He hoti he dudin ba de CLS atilo. No air parking or permit e bodlar. Tumden kita kor raha hai. Ali malafin dilita desh se ita gerta hol ita gya. Amar to kuch nahi. Right baat ino koror manu sai to kene ino ila. Tum tai na huta huta isla. No ba tum tai huta huta isla. Oh no Sue Williams, oh no side police of them the sack course. Ita ko tatene to. Koi ki mano amalo ki auton slog matta mebla. Mo hole ba amalo ki. Amalo ki. Afrika ko bla. La suspend rai libai.
Those will be alarmed at the way in which the man was treated and arrested, and we all want to get to the bottom of what happened so that we can feel confident that no one else will be treated unfairly in our borough. And there needs to be a proper investigation. I can't watch one video and form a conclusion, but I was very alarmed when I saw it, and I think lots of people up and down the country were alarmed, just as people were on the Aberfeldy estate and in the community. And I know that underneath all of this, of course, there is a sense that if you're black or brown, you'll be treated less fairly than other people in our community, and that's not acceptable. We're a community where many of us have fought in different ways for greater equality and fairness for people, and we need to keep that battle up. Okay. She'll be at a meeting here on Tuesday night. She has a personal reason why she's not here today, which I understand. I was with her earlier today talking about this. She has been speaking to the police about this and to the town hall staff, and she's been talking to others. And if you want me to, I will make sure that she comes and does an interview with you, hopefully later today.
I came to join this rally because I'm really upset about the police brutality that we have witnessed in the incident that happened in Blair Street here. I am very grateful that the local community organized the protest rally today and we were able to express our anger and disgust. Those of us who were involved back in 1978 in the Battle of Brick Lane, we thought that the dark days of police brutality were over. But every now and then we see incidents of police abusing their power and carrying out brutal attacks against helpless individuals. And this is not tolerable. I find it really deplorable that those in power and authority are sitting on the fence on this matter. This incident involved one individual, and if there was an issue about having a difficulty in arresting him for any reason, I don't know what the facts are, there was no reason to restrain him in the way that he was restrained. It was excessive use of police power, and that should not be tolerated.
Amar naam Shuzon Ali. Gortang baroisi ami how can unya moilego how can unya. The first I thought it's probably domestic. I ignored it, but when I come out my front gate, I turned right and I could clearly see there's two police officers wrestling a guy. So Ami Geslam or some of the other residents Geslam that we tried to stop it from happening. But as soon as we got close, the police officers said, you know, they threatened us. If we do anything, we're gonna get arrested. Once more police officers turned up, there must have been about 20 of us, because we was absolutely fuming. We was absolutely fuming. We was ready to grab hold of the police officers and move them out of the way. But riot police, they actually held me. One of the police officers held me. Swing করে আমারে হরাইছে জায়গাটাই তো আমি থাইরে কইছি আমার উপরে হাত দিলে আর ভালো হইতো না তো বেটা এক গায়ে কি ধরছে বাদে আমি বার কইছি the third time I said to him, if you do that again I will floor you তুষা মার দিম ভাই গুছায় মাত্রাম বুঝুনি বা আমার ছোট বাচ্চা দুগু আসলা করো both of them witnessed what had happened আর তারা কইরা আব্বা কি তুইছে you know পুলিশে মানুষে মারে কি তারটা জি আমার ঘর তো is next door two doors away from the incident.
এইসব আন্দোলন তখন অনেক সময় পলিটিক্যাল প্ল্যাটফর্ম হয়ে যায় তো দিস ইজ মাই ফিয়ার দ্যাট দিস শুড নট বিকাম এ পলিটিক্যাল প্ল্যাটফর্ম আমরা এখানে যে দুইটা ইনসিডেন্ট হয়েছে যে দুইটা ইনসিডেন্ট এটা আইসোলেটেড ইনসিডেন্ট নাই দুইটা ইনসিডেন্ট পর 2 দিন হয়ে গেছে তো মানুষ যারা এখানে যারা অর্ডিনারি পিপল হল ভিকটিম আর আমার নেক্সট ডোর একটু দূর এখানে ক্রিমিনাল হলে ঘুরাঘুরি করেন ড্রাগ ডিলার হলে ওপেন ড্রাগ ডিলিং করেন পুলিশ এগুলারে চোখে দেখে না আমরা মানুষের সাধারণ মানুষের গাড়ি পার্কিং লই আর একজন মানুষে তার গাড়ি মানে যে একজোস্ট চুরি হয়ে গেছে গিয়া হে মাথা আছে মানুষের লগে বলে ফিঙ্গার দেখাইছে পুলিশে তারা অ্যারেস্ট করিলে তো আমার কথা হইল যে আমি বারা কমান্ডারের কাছে লেখছি এবং আমি ভেরি ক্লিয়ার আমি যেহেতু রেসপন্সিবল আসলাম কমিউনিটি সেফটি পুলিশিং এর ব্যাপারে the police is our asset. Police should be concentrating on the right thing. Police should be catching the culprit, not to disturb the ordinary people.
Today we gathered due to the police brutality few days ago in Avasfildi Street last 2-3 days ago, and there were another incident happens by the police similar, which was in Shadwell during Ramadan. We are extremely disappointed the way police treating our BAM community in Tower Hamlet and elsewhere. Similar things are happening. We need to stop this happening again, and we need to hold our authority accountable for these particular things, and we immediately demand police should be suspended for their wrongdoings. They have used excessive force for no good reasons. They have harassed this black community.
প্রাথমিকভাবে একটা প্রটেস্ট করছি যে প্রটেস্টে আমি সাড়া পাইরাম লোকাল রেসিডেন্ট টাউন আমলেটর রেসিডেন্ট সবে প্রটেস্ট কররা আমরা সবাই মর্মাহত সবাই দুঃখিত এই ব্যাপারে আমরা নেক্সট প্রটেস্ট করবো বেতনালগিন পুলিশ স্টেশনের সামনে এবং আমরা চাইরাম যে আমাদের যারা ভিকটিম হয় তারা অন্যায়ভাবে ভিকটিম হইতে না
আপনি প্রটেস্ট করছেন এখন সেই ছেলের বাসা মানে প্রটেস্ট আপনার করেছে ছেলের অবস্থা কি এটা
ছেলে
ডেসক্রাইব করতে পারবেন
ছেলের সাথে আমার এই মিটিংয়ের পয়লা এখানে মিট হয়েছে দেখা হয়েছে আমি কথা বলছি এবং ছেলেকে উইদাউট চার্জ রিলিজ করা হয়েছে পুলিশ নাকি রাখেন উইদাউট চার্জ রিলিজ করা হয়েছে এবং এই আন্ডার ইনভেস্টিগেশন ওকে থ্যাংক ইউ